Shabbat Shalom to the Mykayah Yahweh.
Shabbat Shalom.
Privileged to be here another Passover with brothers and sisters like mine to go into Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh, praise Him.
And know what we're doing is pleasing to Yahweh.
Yes, it is. Praise Him.
He told us to do it.
Yes.
He gave us the time to do it.
Yes, He did.
It's a season that we're supposed to do it.
Yes, it is.
We can't do it tomorrow because it's not the season for it.
That's
Teach it, tell it like it is, so the hams can know.
And we can't do it every other week.
No, you cannot.
We can, but it ain't gonna make you no holier, right?
No, it's not. It's
He
not.
told you
But
once a year.
it.
It's a
That's it.
seasonal thing,
Teach
once a year.
it. Teach it. Tell it like it is.
So we out here on the 14th
Praise to Mighty Yah.
of Abib.
Yes, that's it. Teach it. Tell it like it is, so the hams can know.
14th of Abib, which is the first month of Yahweh's
Okay.
year.
Teach it. Tell it like it is.
Some people say it's just for the Jews, but
Huh?
Yahweh says the first of the year. So
That's
it's the
right.
beginning
Thus
of the month.
says Yahweh. Thus
So it's
says
the beginning
Yahweh.
of the month for Israel,
Praise
for
Him.
everybody else.
Praise. Oh, everybody.
Even though everybody else got their own New Year.
Okay. Tell it like it is.
We're going to celebrate the one he got.
Thus says
We are
Yahweh.
here to celebrate and remember what Yahweh did for our ancestors as well as for us, because if
Yes.
they did it for them, then we
Yes.
wouldn't be here.
Yes,
Praise
that's
Yahweh.
it. Praise Him.
So with the elders instruction, we always go to Leviticus 23 because people always want to make these days belong to someone else other
Okay.
than
Teach it.
the Creator,
Right.
which is Yahweh.
That's it.
These are His days.
Yes, they are.
They're not Roman days.
No, they're not.
They're not black folk days.
No, they're not.
They're not Jews days.
No, they're not. Teach it. Tell it like it is.
They're not Go'i days.
No, they're not. Praise Yahweh.
These are the days that Yahweh set up for His people.
That's right.
So if you are one of His people, then this makes it your day as well.
Yes, it will. Yes, it is.
So in Leviticus chapter 23, when we read about the feast of Yahweh, and we start at verse 1. And it reads,
And Yahweh among unto Moshe among unto the high band of Israel, and among unto them concerning the feast of Yahweh, which you shall proclaim to be Kadosh, convocation. Even these are Yahweh's feasts.
see, these are holy convocations. The brother used the Hebrew term, but I'm telling the English term. Holy convocation, holy assembly,
Yes, they are.
holy gathering.
Yeah.
It's holy because Yahweh called it.
Yes, He did.
Okay, and once we know about it, we're supposed to proclaim it.
That's
we were
right.
brought up not knowing about these days. We brought up knowing about the pagan days that
Teach it. Tell it like it is. Teach
that
it.
the elder of this world has set up. So therefore, we didn't know nothing about this.
No, we did not.
And as we read in Psalms 78, as I opened the Psalm, we didn't have the privilege of them teaching us, so we could teach our children.
That's right.
But if we got children, and we got the privilege of teaching our children, so they
Praise
can
the
teach
mighty Yah.
their children, right?
Yes. Praise on.
Praise our Yah.
Praise mighty Yah.
Stay in English, okay? Verse 3, 2. What did I read? Stop reading. Verse 2.
6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest, and holy convocation. You shall do no work therein in the Sabbath of Yahweh in all your dwellings.
So this is talking about the weekly Sabbath, but we read in verse 1 that these are His Sabbath. Even that Sabbath is here, the weekly Sabbath is as well, right?
Yes, it is.
Skip down to verse 4. Read.
These are the feasts of Yahweh, even holy convocation, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
So there's a season, right? So that's a paramount for people to underline that this is a season, it's a time, it's a appointed season, it's a appointed time. You can't do it any time you feel like
No,
doing
you
it.
cannot.
You know, when we got people call themselves celebrating this, they call it communion. So they may do it first and third Sunday, first and second Sunday,
Teach it.
but it's only once a year. It's a 1 year thing. It's a yearly thing. It's a
Yes,
yearly
it
thing.
is. Teach it.
You don't do the 4th of July every other week, right?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
It has a season, right?
Yes, it does.
In July,
Uh-huh.
not in September.
Uh-huh.
So Passover is on is in Abib, which is the first month of Yahweh's calendar,
Okay.
on the 14th day.
Okay.
So most people don't understand this is the 14th day.
No, they
but this
do
is not
not.
the day, but it's the 14th night.
Oh,
The night
okay.
of the 14th
Start
in the world
Saturday.
is not. It's still what?
Uh,
Whatever this Roman day is. It's still Thursday
With Thursday.
with them. But this is Friday. This is Friday night with us.
Yes, it
This
is.
Friday
Praise
night with
Yahweh. Praise Him.
So that's how he started the day. But paramount to see that these are Yahweh's feast days.
Yes, they
When
are.
somebody tell you these feasts belong to somebody else, you say, I read in the scripture, they said these was Yahweh's days.
Thus says Yahweh.
And they were supposed to be proclaiming their season.
Uh-huh.
So whoever know about it, they supposed to proclaim in the season that Yahweh set up. And this
Yeah.
is the season.
That's it.
Yes.
This is the season.
Yes,
It's
it
only
is.
a one-day season. But
Yes,
this
it
is
is.
the season.
Once a year.
Praise Abba Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
So we see that, right?
Yes, we do.
All right, so let's go to Exodus chapter 12. Exodus chapter 12. He's going to give us some instructions in Exodus
Okay.
chapter 12. So people have thrown this out, but you can't throw it out.
No, you cannot.
If you throw it out, you're throwing yourself out of the kingdom.
Teach it, tell it like it is. That's right.
Chapter 12 and verse 11, and it reads,
And thus you shall eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And you shall eat it in haste. It is Yahweh's Passover.
so people don't understand what was going on here. So there people have taken that and said, okay, then you got to have a staff. No, he's telling us what's going to happen. They're going to be delivered. They're going to be delivered that night. So he's telling them this is not the regular way that they keep the Passover, but he's saying the night you could eat it with your loin girded and your shoes on your feet and your staff in your hand.
That's
So
right.
you're going to leave out the
He
night.
said, be
He
ready.
didn't say, he didn't tell them they're going to eat, but he let them know, be ready.
Be ready. That's it.
All right.
Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. That's it.
So
Hallelujah.
if they were obedient, so we know after midnight when the devil angel came, Pharaoh sent for them,
Uh-huh.
and they gathered up their stuff and got ready and left out on the morning part of the Passover.
That's right. Praise
Praise
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Read verse 12. Read 12.
For I will pass through the land of Mizraim, Egypt, that night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the mighty ones of Egypt. I will execute judgment. I am Yahweh.
Yahweh said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to come through. This is what I'm going to do.
Uh-huh.
But he had already told them what to do. Put the blood on the doorpost.
Right?
And when the devil angel come, he said he would pass over. That's why
That's
we get
right.
the name Passover, right?
Uh-huh. That's right.
Pass over all the houses that had the blood on it.
Amen.
So where wasn't no blood on the doorpost, every firstborn in that house died.
That's right. Teach it, tell it like
Whether
it
he was
is.
Israel or whether he was Mizraim or Egypt, they still died.
Yes, they did.
Cause I'm sure they had ample warning.
Uh-huh.
Moshe them probably told them when they seen them putting no blood on them.
Right, right.
Hey, they didn't believe in Yahweh, so therefore they didn't do it, right?
That's it.
All right, 21, verse 21 of the same verse, chapter.
Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, Draw out and take you a lamb according to your family, and kill the Passover.
Which was the lamb. You know, that was, all that was pointing to Yahshua. When
Yes,
for
it
him to
was.
come,
Yes,
okay?
it was.
All these things was pointing for Yahshua.
Yes.
Since Yahshua come, therefore you don't see us killing no lamb,
That's right.
and we ain't gonna have no lamb here tonight.
That's right.
Because Yahshua is the Passover.
Yes, he is. Praise
God.
the Mama Yahweh. Yes, he is.
Hallelujah.
Therefore we're gonna do like he did when he changed the symbols on it, right?
Uh-huh.
Just like he did it, that's what we're gonna do.
That's what we doing.
Get to verse 22, I'm sorry.
And you shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in blood. That is the basin. And strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood. That is the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of of his house until morning.
So he had instructions, so we have instructions today. Yahshua is our blood.
Yes, he
He's our
is.
covering, so
Yes, he
therefore,
is.
you don't have to do that physical thing because we came under his blood.
That's right.
As long as we obedient, we stay under
Yes.
his blood.
Praise
Right?
Almighty Yahweh. Yes.
Praise our Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh Yahweh.
12:26 says,
And it shall come to pass, when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service?
so we had children 20 years ago, we wouldn't be able to ask them.
That's right. We didn't know, right?
We didn't know what it meant.
That's
so
right.
We didn't even know about it.
Right, right.
So, well, some of them might know 20 years ago.
Some.
Maybe 20 years.
Some.
We might be 20 years, but it came before that we wouldn't have been able to tell.
That's right. Teach it.
So we
Tell
didn't know
like
nothing about it ourselves.
we did
So
not.
now we are able to tell them,
Praise
we got children, we are able to tell them what this
Yes.
means.
Yes.
Why we are here tonight? Because this is what Yahweh did for our ancestors. He passed over, he spared them, and he delivered them
Yes, he
out of the
did.
abundance
Yes, he did.
of Pharaoh, right?
Yes, he did.
Hallelujah. So
Hallelujah.
then you don't have to go wait for the sale to buy the Easter clothes. Just come. You don't have to be waiting for the sale, and you feel bad if you go Easter service and you don't have no new clothes.
That's right.
You don't have to
Praise
worry about
Yahweh.
it. Yahweh, you coming to praise Yahweh.
Yeah,
You
praise
got to be a
God.
fashion statement.
That's
Praise
it.
Yahweh, Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
So verse 27 says,
That you shall say, it is the sacrifice of Yahweh's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt, when he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses, and the people bowed the head and worship.
so we wouldn't have been able to say this, so I say 20 years ago, because we wouldn't know this.
We did not know.
And our children wouldn't be asking us because we wouldn't be tending
That's
the
right.
Passover service.
That's right.
So they wouldn't be knowing, they wouldn't be saying, why you going that night? Doing this here.
Right, right.
We supposed to go with some egg hunting. We supposed to be doing this.
You're supposed to dye some eggs around the house.
Well, anyway, these are instructions, and these are instructions that we need to know that we can pass on to
Yes.
our children. As it
Hallelujah.
said in Psalm 78, and we can teach them to our children.
Yes.
So they can teach them to their children.
Yes.
So they won't forget Yahweh.
Uh-huh. That's it. Praise Yahweh. Praise up.
Through the ignorance of our parents
Uh-huh.
in slavery, and they had forgotten Yahweh.
Teach it, tell like it is.
And they had been stuck with that pagan person
Uh-huh.
that they put in place of
Uh-huh.
Yahweh and put in place of his son Yahshua.
Right, right.
So therefore, now we eliminate that person
Yes, yes.
and bring in the right person.
That's it.
Hallelujah,
Praise Yahweh.
yes.
Praise God. That's right.
Amen.
Praise
All right,
God.
skip down to verse 43. And it reads,
And Yahweh said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof.
no stranger eat thereof. Unless he has some specific instruction how for him to eat.
Uh-huh.
He had to be circumcised.
That's it. That's it.
Some people don't like that, but you still got to be circumcised.
Today, yes, today.
Physical and spiritual circumcision.
Yes, it is.
Because if you don't do the physical, you're definitely not going to do the spiritual.
Teach it, tell it like it is.
Next verse says,
But every man's servant that is brought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof.
then he can eat. So if
Yes,
you
he
bought
can.
someone, he was a stranger, or a servant of Israel, or a stranger, then he had to be circumcised in order for him to be able
That's
to eat
right.
the circumcision.
Teach it, tell it like it is.
Passover. So, verse 45 says,
A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof.
yeah,
If one house shall be eaten, thou shalt not carry forth out of the flesh, abroad out of the house, neither shall you break a bone thereof.
so that was reverence and that's a note. So when Yahshua died,
That's right,
they
that was
wouldn't break a
Yeshua.
bone on him. When
They, no, they did
you
not
see, they
praise
broke the
Yahweh.
bone, broke the legs of the other two
Uh-huh.
malefactors, right?
Yeah, yeah, they
When they
did.
came to Yahshua, they seen that he was already moot,
Uh-huh.
already dead.
Yeah.
They didn't break the bone, but they spared his side.
Yes.
But this was pointed, so that
Yes, it was. Yes, it
the
was.
lamb was not supposed to break none of the bones of the lamb.
Uh-huh.
Eat the meat and everything, don't break the bone.
Okay.
Want to walk around with the leg, what is it? The leg of lamb in your hand, no. No leg of lamb, okay? But verse 49 lets us know that where people are trying to get away from it, you can't get away from it. Did I read 48?
No.
All right, read 48 and 49.
And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and keep the Passover to Yahweh, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it, and he shall be as one that is born in the land. For no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof.
In other words, not just no uncircumcised, whether you Israel or not.
That's
Israel,
right.
no uncircumcised.
No one.
Okay, verse 49 says,
One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourners among you.
so that eliminates this thing, well, I'm a Christian, so
That's
therefore
right.
we don't do this. He says one law for who?
For all.
For all people.
For all.
This law covers all human beings.
Yes,
that
it
they want
does.
to be obedient to Yahweh.
Uh-huh.
God, he created everybody.
Yes, he
so
did. Praise
This
him.
law covers everybody.
Yes, it does. Praise him.
Not just a select few, but
Uh-uh.
all of the people.
All.
Okay?
All.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise him.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Okay, let's look at Exodus 34 and 25. 34 and 25. And it reads,
Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, neither shall the sacrifice of feast of the Passover be left until the morning.
so nothing supposed to be left over till the morning. During that time, if your family was too small for it, then your neighbor would come and join you.
That's
on the
right.
Passover.
That's
You know,
right. Teach it.
Therefore, it would be none left.
That's right.
No waste. Okay?
Right. Right.
But here's the instruction. This is how it was supposed to be done then. But we don't do this now, but this is, you have to go back, get this and understand that this is paramount for us to know.
Yes,
that
it is.
It's
Praise
still good
Yahweh.
today,
Yes,
right?
it is.
We know that Yeshua kept it, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yes.
So then we're keeping it. We're going to
Yes,
keep it
we
where
are.
he kept it. But when the last one he kept it the same way that we're reading about here.
Yes. Yes.
He had the lamb.
Right.
But we're reading where he changed the symbol.
Right. Praise
Praise
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
All right, look at Numbers chapter 9.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Numbers chapter 9. All you're doing is reading the scriptures. And if you don't read the scriptures, man, you take it up with Yahweh.
That's right. That's between you and Yahweh.
I read the
Amen.
scriptures.
Yes, we
That's
do.
what I'm doing.
But thus says Yahweh, it is
We're going
written.
to read chapter 9, verse 1 and 2, and it reads,
And Yahweh spake unto Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai, in the first month of the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Let the children of Israel also keep the Passover at his appointed season.
appointed, underline that word, appointed season.
Appointed,
Other word,
Time.
appointed time.
yes, of Yahweh's time.
It's an appointed time.
Yes, it is.
It's not an anytime thing.
No, it's not. No,
It's
it's not.
appointed time.
Yes, it is.
It's appointed time.
Appointed.
So keep that in mind. At appointed time, it means you do it on, verse 3 says you do it on when? This is the appointed time.
In the 14th day of this month, at evening, you shall keep it in his appointed, Yahweh's appointed season, according to all the rites of it, and according to all the ceremony there, you shall keep it.
Again, he emphasized in his season. In
Uh-huh.
his season.
Yep.
On the 14th, not on the 13th,
Uh-uh.
not on the 16th.
Uh-uh.
Designated.
Clear.
Clearly stated.
14th.
Thus says Yahweh.
This is the 14th. This
Yes,
is
it
night
is.
of the 14th
Praise Yahweh.
of Ibryi. Praise Yahweh.
Praise up.
Hallelujah.
Give down to verse 4.
And Moshe spake unto the children of Israel that they should keep the Passover.
Keep the Passover of the Passover.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So that word's in your Bible, Passover or Passover. It's in there like 40 some times,
Okay.
49 times,
Okay.
and 46 times they use as Passover. 3 times they use as Passover offering.
Okay.
So these are scriptures is in your Bible.
That's
You gotta
right.
do
It's
is read it.
written.
And now time you see Easter there, right?
No.
Okay.
Where's Esther?
In the New Testament is used 29 times,
Okay. Teach it.
and 1 time some scripturally Easter jumped in or Esther jumped in.
Oh, did it?
And even all the scholars tell you that was a
Okay.
mistranslation.
Praise Yahweh. Praise
And your later newer Bibles have replaced that word and put Passover.
Okay. Praise Yahweh.
But something important as people celebrating this coming this Sunday, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's only 1 time, and that's a mistranslation.
Yeah.
That gotta be wrong.
Yeah.
You hang your life on one thing, and then you got Passover here so many times you wouldn't read already time. And Easter 1 time.
Okay.
Even when you read about it in Acts chapter 12, they talking about it was a way to keep them out the Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Okay.
Yeah,
Teach
they said
it.
it's still the Easter, so they throwed it in there. That's the way the devil do.
Uh-huh. Praise
One
Yahweh.
little bit of thing there.
That's
Everybody
right.
jump off on the bandwagon.
Uh-huh.
Praise Yahweh when we got off the bandwagon.
That's right. Praise the mighty Yah.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise up.
Open our eyes and ears to
Yes. Yes. Praise up.
So we see this is done continuously. Look at Kings chapter, 2 Kings chapter 23 and 23. 2 Kings chapter 23 and 23. So all these people that studied doing this,
Uh-huh.
and Moshe is dead.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Teach it so the people can know.
You have to know that.
Yes, we
Moshe
do.
is dead,
Uh-huh.
and these people are still keeping this.
Right. Right.
23 of 2 Kings read.
But in the 18th year of King Yahshua, wherein this Passover was holy to Yahweh in Jerusalem.
So you see he kept it.
Uh-huh.
You got it 23. 2 Kings 23.
Yeah.
Okay. Read that verse again.
But in the 18th year of King Josiah, wherein this Passover was holy to Yahweh in Jerusalem.
It was held unto you to Yahweh in Jerusalem, right?
Yep.
So they were still keeping it, and they were keeping it in Jerusalem.
That's right. Moshe been past.
He's gone. He's
Yeah.
way out of the picture.
Right.
Okay. 2 Chronicles chapter 31. 2 Chronicles chapter 1. These kings, and they keep it. So
That's right. That's right.
righteous king, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, have to be. Keep it.
2 Chronicles chapter 30 and verse 1. 2 Chronicles chapter 30 and verse 1. And it reads.
And Hezekiah sent to all Israel and Yehuda, and wrote letters also to Ephraim and Manasseh, and that they should come to the house of Yahweh at Jerusalem to keep the Passover and to Yahweh Elohim of Israel.
So, Hezekiah sent to all Israel
Yes, he did.
and Yehuda, Judah,
Uh-huh.
wrote letters unto Ephraim and Manasseh
Yeah.
that they should come to the bias of Yahweh
Uh-huh.
at Jerusalem
Yeah.
to keep the Passover,
That's
Passover
it. That's it.
unto Yahweh Elohim of Israel.
Uh-huh.
So we're keeping this Passover to
Yes,
who?
we are. Praise
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Elohim. Praise up. Praise up.
Verse 2 says,
For the king had taken counsel and his princes and all the congregation in Jerusalem to keep the Passover in the second month
in the second month. So that means they keep it in the second month. There was a provision made for some people who had been on a journey.
Teach it, tell
or
like
they had
it.
been in contact with some dead body,
Right,
something
right,
unclean.
right.
Then they couldn't keep it on the
No, they
14th
could
of
not.
Abib, or sometimes you might see the word Nisan.
Uh-huh.
Abib is the one that Yahweh
Yes,
gave.
that's what it does
When the
say.
children went
Yahweh.
in Babylon, and they came out of Babylon, they started using, still the Abib, they started using Nisan.
Okay, teach
We're going to
it.
use Abib.
That's it. That's it. Praise Yahweh.
So therefore, he took counsel,
Uh-huh.
and he kept it.
Yes, they did.
Because it's paramount to them to be obedient to Yahweh.
That's right.
Amen.
How much do we love Yahweh?
As much as we love His word,
How much we trust him?
as much as we trust His word,
How much we obey him?
as much as we obey His word, praise
We
the
do
mighty
this, we
name.
obey His word. Right?
Yes, we are.
Amen.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise.
So we do some
Hallelujah.
other things that we can't substantiate in the scripture, then we're not obeying His word. We may think we obeying His word, but we're not obeying His word.
Okay.
Okay.
It may even sound good.
Okay.
So I thought I can make it sound very good.
Yes, He can.
But
Yes,
it's
He has.
bad.
It is bad.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise
Hallelujah.
Yahweh.
What we read verse 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, skip down to verse 5. And read.
So they established a decree to make proclamation throughout all Israel, from Beersheba even to Dan, that they should come to keep the Passover unto Yahweh Elohim of Israel at Jerusalem. But they had not done it for a long time, in such sort as it is written. Praise Yahweh.
We hadn't done it in a
No,
long
we
time
have
before
not.
we done it, right?
That's
Right.
That's,
Because we didn't know nothing about it.
That's right.
We didn't know.
There's still a lot of people don't know nothing about it when they hear about it.
Right.
But they still don't do it because they don't think it applies to them. They
So
say,
they think,
we are Christians.
huh?
We not Hebrew. We not
Uh-huh.
what they call Jews. We
Uh-huh.
not Israel. So it don't belong to us.
So they say,
If you serving Yahweh, then it belongs to you.
yes, yes
If
they
you're not
do.
serving Yahweh, then it don't belong to you. Right?
Okay.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise
So, it's good for us to do what we read.
for
in the
thus
scripture.
says Yahweh, yes,
He
it is
said.
written. Yes.
Verse 15 of the same book.
And they killed the Passover on the 14th day of the second month. And the priests and the Levites were ashamed. And they sanctified themselves and brought in the burnt offering in the house of Yahweh.
So they killed the Passover like it was supposed to be.
Uh-huh.
That's how they was instructed to do it. Kill it on the beginning of the 14th, which we would have did it and we were doing it, we would have killed it tonight.
Okay.
Okay? Or that's the beginning of the 14th.
Oh, yeah.
This is the night part of the 14th.
Yes, it is.
Tomorrow will
Praise.
be the day
Hallelujah.
part of the 14th.
Yes, it will be.
Eating in the morning was what? First day.
Yes, it was. Yes, it is.
This is what we're doing, because this is what Scripture dictates.
Thus says Yahweh, it is
Verse
written.
17 and 18. Read.
For there were many in the congregation that were not sanctified.
Mhm.
Therefore, the Levites had the charge of the killing of the Passover for everyone that was not clean, to sanctify them unto Yahweh.
So they had the charge of doing this to kill these animals, sacrifice these animals, and call these other people who wasn't clean, so they could be clean through
Right.
no sacrifice.
Right.
Okay? Verse 18 says,
For a multitude of the people, even many of Ephraim and Manasseh, Yishkar, Zebulun, had not cleansed themselves, yet did they eat the Passover. Otherwise, it was written, but Hezekiah prayed for them, saying, the good Yahweh pardon them.
he prayed for Yahweh to pardon them. But he's saying, for the multitude of the people, even many of Ephraim and Manasseh
Uh-huh.
and Issachar
Yeah.
and Zebulun had not cleansed themselves. So they
Okay.
had not did what they were supposed to do.
That's right.
So a lot of people don't do what they're supposed to
No,
do
they
now.
do not. No, they
In
do
the New
not.
Testament it said, make sure you're worthy when you do this. Don't be out having no grudge against somebody now
That's
when you
right.
get ready
Teach
to take
it,
the
tell it like
supper.
it is.
If you do, then go make up with your brother,
Okay.
and then take the Passover.
Okay, praise Shabbat Yahweh. Praise Him. Praise Him.
So he's saying they hadn't did it, right?
Right, right.
Right, so there's hard-headed people.
Uh-huh.
Israel is a hard-headed people.
Yes, they are.
They've been hard-headed all their life. Praise God, Yahweh.
Praise Him.
So they still hard-headed.
Yes.
Zebulun had not cleansed themselves.
No, they did
Yet
not.
did they eat. And
Okay.
they went on to eat. They still want to eat, even though Yahweh told them how they're supposed to do it. They went on to eat. They hadn't cleaned themselves.
Right, right.
Passover. Otherwise, then it was written, but Hezekiah
Uh-huh.
Pala for them,
Yes, he
saying,
did.
told Yah, pardon everyone.
Praise
So Yahweh, he
Yahweh.
prayed for him, he
Yes, he
Pala
did.
for him,
Yes,
or
he
he
did.
Sheparded for him,
Yes, he did.
or he prayed for him,
Uh-huh.
and Yahweh was respected to the prayer.
Okay.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise
So,
Shabbat
Yahweh
Yahweh.
is good.
Yes, he is all the time, no matter what.
Somebody intervenes for you, and
Yes.
Yahweh will.
Yes.
A righteous person
Yes, he
intervenes for you,
will.
Yahweh will
He will Shema. He will hear.
receive it.
Yes,
Praise
he
Yahweh,
will.
Yahweh.
Praise up.
All right, let's look at a couple of things in the New Testament here now.
Okay.
Well, I see that old Mykayah, he just standing in the New Testament. Well, let's look over here
Let's see.
in the New Testament.
Okay.
In Matthew chapter 26. So surely, if they did it over here in Matthew 26,
Okay.
it must be valuable for today. 'Cause
Yes, it
people
is.
that don't want to keep these things. Their profession is that we are New Testament Christians.
So they say,
These New Testament Christians over here kept it in Matthew.
right, right.
If they were Christians, they kept it.
Uh-huh.
Or whatever, or they were believers in Yahshua.
That's what
kept
they
it.
were. Praise Shabbat Yahweh.
So 26:2 says,
Ye know that after 2 days in the feast of the Passover, and the Son of Man is betrayed to be crucified.
so they're telling us, what was going to happen after 2 days.
Uh-huh.
Know ye that after 2 days, or too young is the feast
Uh-huh.
of Passover,
Yes, it is.
and the Son of Man is betrayed
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Talking about Yahshua, he's going
That's
to be
right.
betrayed to be crucified.
Yes, yes.
So it was 2 days before Passover,
Okay. Teach it.
and it wasn't Friday.
It wasn't Friday.
Okay. Go read the other place where it said he came to Jerusalem 6 days before the
Okay.
Passover.
Okay. Okay.
And way the people set it up, they got it Friday. They got it from Sunday to Friday. But since we know that the Passover in the year that he died was on Wednesday,
Right.
so
Teach
it's
it.
impossible for us
That's
to have
right.
Friday.
Teach it just like it is. Teach
So therefore
it.
he came Thursday.
Uh-huh.
He had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That was the 6th day,
Wednesday.
and Wednesday coming. That means he's been there 6 days.
Yeah.
So in other words, the day after he came, the people had gathered there for the feast, and then they started pulling out palm preaching. But that was on a Friday, but it wasn't a Friday day.
Okay. Teach
Okay?
it. Just like it
He
is.
came there on the Thursday, and the next day was a Friday, and the palm branches was out when he came through
Okay.
and put out for it.
Teach it.
It's not the Good Friday that they
Could not be.
praise out there.
Praise
Anyway,
Yahweh.
let you know that was the feast of Passover. They call it the feast of Passover.
Yeah.
But it was the Passover, the festival of the Passover.
Yeah.
To be more appropriate,
Okay.
right? Okay, and verse 17 of the same book.
Now, the first day of the feast on unleavened bread, the disciples came to Yahshua, saying unto him, Where would thou that we prepare for thee to eat the Passover?
Now you see how they twisting up the word. That's how you can see that. That's how JC got in there instead of Yahshua, right? Somebody took up on their own and changed. Now they saying what they say. And the first day of the feast of unleavened bread, or masa bread, which is called the Passover.
Okay.
All the Passover is called the Passover.
That's right.
Feast of unleavened bread is called the feast of unleavened bread.
That's right.
The masa bread.
That's right.
The masa bread feast.
Okay. Teach it, tell it like it is so the people can know.
So people take up on themselves and change Yahweh's word, and we just follow along blindly and not study it for ourselves.
Without going into the book.
Because they got 5 or 6 DDDs behind their names, so they gotta be right. No, they don't have to be
No,
right.
they know. They don't mean nothing.
They're wrong.
That's
okay?
right. Praise Yahweh.
So, let's see what Mark says about that in chapter 14. Then he gonna think Mark make it better clear for us that we don't have to
Okay.
be guessing no more.
Okay.
Mark chapter 14 and verse 1 says,
After 2 days was the feast of the Passover and of the unleavened bread. And the chief priests and the scribes sought how they might take Yahshua by craft and put Yahshua to death.
what do it say here? It said, after 2 days was the feast of Passover. Was the feast of Passover.
Was.
And of unleavened bread.
Okay.
Now they getting right. They putting it right.
Yeah.
And unleavened bread.
Okay?
Tomorrow night is unleavened bread.
Yes, it is. Praise
Tomorrow night we're
Yahweh.
going to be feasting.
All right. Praise
Hallelujah.
up. Praise up. Praise up.
Hallelujah.
But here, it's like everybody in here, we hearing me say what I'm saying, or maybe even quote the scripture. When they get outside and somebody asks them something, 2 or 3 gonna quote it different than what they heard it. But they gonna say it gonna come out pretty much the same way, but something gonna be left out.
That's right. They
But
gonna
here Mark
twist
and
it.
make it up. So now you know. And Matthew is like, hey, you could go either way, it's the Passover or the Feast of Unleavened. But here Mark has said it was the Feast of Passover and
Okay.
of unleavened bread.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no doubt now.
No doubt.
Praise Yahweh
Praise
Hallelujah.
Yahweh.
for his goodness.
All the time, no matter
He's
what.
good to us.
All the
Praise
time, no
Yahweh.
matter what.
All right, we'll look at Luke chapter 2.
Praise the mighty Yah.
And verse 41. Luke 2 and 41, and it reads when you get it.
Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover.
How many times they went to keep
Every year.
Every year,
Once
right?
a year.
That year was the season, right?
Yes, it was. Yes,
One
it
year
is.
was the season,
Yeah,
and they went there every day for Passover.
that's right.
Okay? So underline that, okay? Every
Right.
year.
And once a year. in
Once
this
a year they went
season.
there for Passover. Not
Passover.
twice a year, not
Uh-uh.
3 times a year.
Annually.
Not
Annually,
once
every
a
year.
month.
Every year, not once a month, not once a week,
Yeah.
once a year.
Only
It was an
one.
annual pilgrim
That's
that
right.
they took for the Passover.
That's right.
Praise Yahweh. So
Praise
we see
God.
that it's not, people think because they, what they call keeping Yahweh's Last Supper, Yeshua's Last Supper, okay, they even got it, so okay, we got portable crackers and portable jar of wine. you
Teach
take
it,
with
tell
you,
like it is.
and you do it every day if you want.
Right. So they
And
say.
therefore, Yahweh, you get Yahweh's ear better by drinking it every day. So now you disobeying him.
That's right. That's right.
Say, I gave you appointed time.
Yes, he did. Yes, he has.
Do it in the time that I said.
That's right.
And that's sufficient.
That's it. That says
You don't
Yahweh.
got to try to overdo it, overkill.
Right. Right.
All right? Luke chapter 22 and 1. And read when you get it. Again, it's one of them places where they say, now the feast of unleavened bread draws nigh, which is called the Passover. So which one is it? Mark made it clear which one it was.
Yes, he
right?
did. Yes, he did.
So when you read this now, you got to have some understanding. Okay, it's the Passover, not the feast.
Right.
The Passover would kill, the lamb would kill for Passover, not
Right.
the feast of unleavened
That's
bread.
right. Praise Yahweh. That's right. That's right.
All right, give down to verse 7 of the same book. And you read
Which
Luke 22, 7
Luke 22.
and 7. I read 1 to now verse 7. Read.
Then came the day of unleavened bread, when the Passover must be killed.
So again, you got to have understanding here, right? You got to have the Ruach HaKodesh. You have some guidance.
Right.
Not just read, you got to know what's going on here, right? You have to know what's going on. So it's the Passover, not the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So you got people down there saying, well, come and join us, let's go on this 7-day cruise on the Passover. But the Passover is one day. But every people sign up to be on this cruise with this guy for the Passover for 7 days.
Okay.
There ain't no 7 days
No, it's
Passover.
not. It's only one.
They might be on the cruise for 7 days for the Feast of
That's
Unleavened
it.
Bread.
Teach it down
Not
like
for
it is.
Passover.
Right.
So that's a misstatement, and people think they celebrate the Passover for 7 days, and it's only 1 day event.
Right.
And once a year.
That's
Praise
it.
Yahweh.
That's it. Praise God.
The devil is a liar.
Yes,
Yeshua is the Messiah.
Yes,
That's
yes.
right.
Praise God. Praise God.
Verse 8.
And he sent Peter and John, saying, go and prepare us the Passover, that we may eat.
Now, verse 8 is making it clear that it's not the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
That's right. That's
It's
right.
the Passover.
Yes,
It's the
it is.
Pesach, right?
That's right. Which is tonight. Praise
All the time.
Yahweh. All the time.
All right, let's read verse 11.
And ye shall say unto the good man of the house, the master said unto thee, where is the guest chamber where I shall eat the Passover with my disciples?
Where's the guest chamber that I might eat the Feast of Unleavened Bread with my disciples?
No.
Huh?
No.
Passover.
Yeah?
So that means they're two distinct, different things.
Yes,
right?
it is. Yes, it is.
But Satan would have you think they one in the same.
Yes, it will.
Or all you're supposed to do this night is just search for leaven. Even though they tell you that they lying because they keep the Passover tonight too.
They are, right.
I was told that a long time until I moved over here and I'm coming back from over there.
So,
I see them leaving the
now.
temple, keeping the Passover like I am.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, all of them, and then some of them keep it at their house.
Okay.
Orthodox keep it in their house, but the others kind of like keep it, Reform keep it in the temple.
Okay. Praise Yahweh.
Orthodox is at home, probably,
Okay.
Right.
with 7 cups of wine.
Yeah.
They'll be drunk when Elijah gets here.
Praise Yahweh. Praise God.
Elijah ain't coming.
No, he's not.
All right, what verse we start at?
11.
All right, verse 13.
And they went and found as he had said unto them, and they made ready the Passover.
And they ready to pass over. Verse 15 says,
And he said unto them, with desire I have desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer.
so we know that he desired to eat the Passover when we know that he did eat the Passover.
Right, right.
And then afterwards he changed the symbol.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's look at Yochanan of John chapter 2, verse 13. Here's another place where they done give it. It says Passover to some ethnicity group, which
Okay.
it don't belong. They say, and this is the Jews Passover.
So they say,
No Jews Passover is established in Leviticus.
that's right.
These are
Yahweh.
Yahweh's Passover.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Yahweh Passover
Yes, they are.
at hand. It was Yahweh's Passover at home, not the Jews' Passover at hand.
Uh-huh.
Verse 2 and 13, and it read,
And the Jews, Passover was at hand, and Yeshua went up to Jerusalem.
and Yahweh's Passover was at hand,
Yeah.
and Yeshua went up to Jerusalem.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is our help.
Praise
Verse
him.
23 said,
23.
yeah.
Now, when Yeshua was in Jerusalem at the Passover in the feast day, many believed in Yeshua's name when they saw the miracles which Yeshua did.
So they did in him when they saw the miracles that he did. But look at chapter 6 and verse 4. 6 and 4 on Yakanan, and it reads,
And the Passover, a feast of Yahweh was nigh.
in your book, I know it's saying the Jews, but the feast of Yahweh was not, okay?
Uh-huh.
Yakanan 11:15, and the feast and the Jews' Passover, no, it's Yahweh's Passover.
Yes, they are.
Was nigh at hand,
That's right.
and many went out of the country up to Jerusalem before to the Passover to purify themselves. So it was a purification day.
Yeah.
I see one time I already explained that Yahshua came. Yahshua came before that week.
Right.
Before he came the prior week to the Passover.
Right,
Came
right.
That Thursday. He
Okay.
was there that
Teach
Thursday,
it.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
That was the 6 days prior,
All
right?
right.
Well, we'll read that just in case. Look at Yakanan 12 and 1. It says, and it reads,
Then Yahshua, 6 days before the Passover, came to Bethany, where Lazarus was, which had been dead, whom he raised from the dead.
so,
Praise
6 days
Yahweh.
before.
6
Let
days.
us know, so it came in 6 days before.
Uh-huh.
Okay, not just Friday, 6 days.
6
It
days.
came there 6 days.
Yes, it is.
before. Praise Yahweh.
Praise
So
Yahweh.
he came, so we need to know that he came, and I gave you the time that he came. So you had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
And you got 6 days. Next day is Passover.
That's right. In the midst of the week, that
Praise Yahweh.
year, praise Yahweh.
Here we'll get to in the New Testament and look at back to Matthew chapter 26 and 26. 26 and 26. And it reads,
And as they were eating, Yahshua took bread and blessed it, and brake it, and gave it to the disciples, and said, Take, eat, this is my body.
so this is what the symbol saying. After he got up from eating the regular Passover, that they kept it, originally they kept it in Egypt,
Right.
had the lamb and everything
Teach
afterwards. And
Teach
he got
it.
up and he took bread and he blessed it. He took the wine and he blessed it.
That's right.
And then he said, this is the New Testament. This is my testament. This is my body. And he said wine. He didn't say grape juice.
Yeah, no, he did not.
He didn't say water.
No,
Some
he did
people
not.
wanna say
No,
water.
he did not.
But he said Yaim and Yaim
That's
and
right.
Yaim.
That's wine. Praise the mighty Yah.
In
Wine.
every language. Yaim is Yaim.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So he said, well, this is the dam or blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many, the
Uh-huh.
remission of sin. That's verse
Okay.
28.
Okay.
Talking about his blood.
Yeah.
So that the lamb blood was shed for many, but it took a lot of lambs.
Okay. Back in the day. Oh.
Everybody had to have a lamb.
Okay.
Or one family, 2 families had 1 lamb, but everybody had to have a lamb.
Uh-huh.
Everybody had to have a lamb. He supposed to have 3 lambs. Everybody had to have a lamb.
Uh-huh.
Not a half a lamb, but a lamb.
But a lamb.
Praise Yahweh. Verse the 26 there. And I skipped to 27. So let's read 26 again and 27.
And as they were eating, Yahshua took bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to the disciples and said, Take, eat, this is my body. And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, Drink ye all of it.
Verse 28.
For this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins.
So his blood was for the remission of sins.
Yes, praise Yahweh.
Blood.
Yes,
The
yes.
blood covered them, the lamb blood covered them for their sins, but they would always come back. You can always, the lamb blood, Yeshua blood is everlasting.
Everlasting.
It'll never
Praise
run out,
up,
okay?
praise up, praise up.
As long as you stay on it,
Uh-huh.
it's still got the power.
Yes,
It's on
yes.
its power, right?
As long as you
As long
stay
as you
on
stay
it.
on it, it got the power.
Yes, it
As long as you
does.
stay under the umbrella, you don't get wet.
That's right. Praise Him.
So the blood of Yeshua is like an umbrella.
Yes, it is.
As long as you stay on it, you're protected.
Yes, it's protection.
And your sins are forgiven.
Yes, they are.
Hallelujah.
Your
Praise
past sins are forgiven.
Praise
If you
God.
do some
Praise
more
God.
sins, you got to get back under that
That's
umbrella.
right. You got to repent.
Praise God.
Praise Him.
All right, Mark chapter 14 and 22.
Praise the mighty Yah.
14, 22. Go move fast. 14, 22 says,
And as they did eat, Yeshua took bread and blessed and brake it and gave to them and said, Take, eat, this is my body.
yeah, verse 23.
And he took the cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank of it.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah! Praise God! Praise God!
And he said, this is the blood of the New Testament,
Yes, it is.
which is shed for many.
Yes, it is.
Verily, verily, I say unto you,
Uh-huh.
I will drink no more
No
of the
more.
fruit of the vine
Okay.
until the yom that I drink it with
Praise Yahweh. Praise
it
God.
new in
Praise
the
God.
Malkuch of Yahweh.
Yes, in the
Or
kingdom.
of Yahweh.
Praise God. Praise God.
So, I'm looking forward to be there.
Yes, we are. That's what we're striving for.
So let's look at Luke
Here's
chapter
what we
22
live
and
for.
17. Luke
Praise
22
Him.
and 17.
It's what we live for.
22:17 says, we got it.
And he took the cup and gave thanks and said, Take this and divide it amongst yourselves.
Read.
For I say unto you, I will not drink of the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of Yahweh shall come. Praise Him.
You ain't gonna
Praise
make
Him.
it till the kingdom of Yahweh
Yes.
shall come, right?
Yes. Praise Him.
Read on.
And he took bread and gave thanks and brake it, gave it to them, saying, This is my body, which is given for you. This do in remembrance of me. Praise
So
Yahweh.
we remember
Yes,
him
we
now.
are. Praise
We
Him.
take the bread and drink the wine,
Uh-huh.
we remember him.
Uh-huh.
And it's a remembrance is once a year
Yes.
thing for this particular Passover thing. This is a once a year thing.
Teach it tell like it
You can
is.
drink it every day if you want to, but that ain't what he said.
Right.
Even though you read the word as often as you do this.
As often.
as you keep the 4th of July, you remember the 4th of July.
Right.
But that don't mean you do it every 4th, every day, right?
No, once a year.
Once a year, so once a year event. Okay. We get to this and then we'll go to, so I talked about, Yahweh said unworthy. Some people are unworthy of the Passover. So that's left up to you and Yahweh whether you're unworthy.
Okay, okay, okay.
So let's look at 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 27. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 27. Well, my job is to let you know.
That's right. That's right.
So whatever he said could happen to you, you know what you're doing when you take it, right?
Right, right.
All right. 11:27 says,
Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the master unworthy shall be guilty of the body and blood of the master.
read.
But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup.
Read.
For he that eateth and drinketh unworthy eateth and drinketh judgment to himself, not discerning the master's body.
Read.
For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep.
Many sleep, but many have died because they had did what? This unworthy.
No.
They just doing it, and they don't know the repercussions of
Right,
what they're
right.
doing. They just doing it.
Okay?
So let's not just do it. If we did it, one brother, all the time I've been doing it, knowing that he refused to keep it 1 year for some reason, but then he did fall away from Yahweh completely and went on back in the world. So evidently it wasn't enough. Well, let's look at Yochanan chapter 13 And that's probably gonna be it. John chapter 13. Chapter 1. John chapter 13 and verse 1, we're gonna have to read quickly. I can't probably do too many comments. Let's read.
Now before the feast of the Passover, when Yahshua knew that his hour was come, that he should depart out of this world until the hour, having loved his own which were in the world, he loved them until the end.
Okay,
Praise
get down to
Yahweh.
verse 4. Okay, I gotta go to you.
Yeshua risen from supper and laid aside his garment and took a towel and girded himself.
Go ahead.
After he poured water into the basin and began to wash the disciples' feet, to wipe them with the towel wherein he was girded.
We finna get ready to do this because
Yes.
this is in the scripture. This
Yes,
is what we're
yes.
going to do, right?
Praise Yahweh, Yahweh, yes.
Okay, we're doing this. Some people saying, well, our congregation is too big.
Huh.
So if you got 5,000 people, 2,500 people wash feet, and then the other 25 wash their
That's
feet.
right, that's right,
Did
praise
this
Yahweh.
To you, then you ought to also wash
Yes, he
one
said,
another feet.
right, right.
So your congregation don't get too big.
No excuses.
Okay? It didn't say I have to wash all 25,000 y'all feet. He said we ought to wash one another's feet. So
Well, that's it.
I'm gonna wash some feet.
Yes.
And you gonna wash some feet.
Praise
Right?
Yahweh.
And we gonna get the job done, right?
Praise him, that's it.
Read on.
After he poured water into the basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, to wipe them with the towel wherein he was girded.
Yeah.
Then he cometh to Simon, Peter, and Peter said unto him, Master, dost thou wash my feet?
Go ahead.
Yeshua answered and said unto him, What I do thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know that hereafter.
Go ahead.
Peter said unto him, Thou shalt never wash my feet, Yahshua. Answered him, If I wash thee not, thou hast no part with me.
Now watch everything about me now. As Peter. But this is the thing that we have to do because Yahweh had put it in his word. This is his manuscript,
Yeah.
right? This is his blueprint.
Yeah.
These are the things we must follow.